For meta ads, creatives like the images, videos, and copy are important to capture attention. But even the most brilliant ad is worthless if it's shown to the wrong audience. This is why targeting and audience building are the backbone of running profitable ads. Hi, welcome to EPROLO Academy. Your product might be perfect, your creative might be flawless, but if your ads are being served to people who have no interest or need for what you're offering, you'll bleed money without seeing results. So in this video, we're going to explore how Meta's targeting works, how to build audiences that actually convert, and how to refine those audiences as your campaigns evolve. Meta's algorithm has grown smarter over the years. In the past, advertisers relied heavily on manual interest targeting, selecting pages, hobbies, and demographics to narrow down exactly who saw their ads. Today, Meta combines that data with its machine learning to predict who is most likely to take action. When you launch an ad, the system studies your audience's behavior, testing different pockets of people, and then directs your budget toward those who are most responsive. This process is called the learning phase. It's important to understand that Meta has more behavioral data than any marketer could ever dream of. It knows when someone is shopping online, what they like, what they're planning for, and even what stage of life they're in. Your job isn't to outsmart Meta by over-targeting, it's to give the algorithm enough guidance and data to do its job effectively. Think of Meta as your hunting dog. You set the general direction, but it's the dog that sniffs out the prey. Core audiences are the starting point for most new advertisements. Here you can define your audience based on location, age, gender, language, interest, and behaviors. For example, if you're selling yoga mats, you might choose women aged 22 to 40, living in the United States with interests in yoga, fitness, and healthy living. That's a basic setup, but it gives you a foundation. The mistake many beginners make is either going too broad or too narrow. If your audience is too broad, Meta may waste money showing your ad to people who aren't qualified buyers. If it's too narrow, your ads won't get enough delivery and costs will skyrocket. A good rule of thumb for interest-based targeting is to keep your initial audience size between 1 and 5 million people, depending on the country and budget. This allows Meta enough room to optimize without becoming diluted. Another powerful tool within core audiences is behavioral targeting. Meta tracks activities like online shopping habits, device usage, or even travel frequency. If you're selling luggage, targeting frequent travelers makes much more sense than targeting people who simply like airports. Always think about behaviors that signal buying intent. Custom audiences are where targeting starts to get exciting, because these are built from people who already know you in some way. Warm audiences typically include website visitors, social media engagers, video viewers, or email subscribers. The reason they work so well is simple: familiarity. A stranger might need to see your ad 10 times before they trust you enough to click, but someone who already visited your store last week needs fewer reminders. For example, you can create a custom audience of everyone who visited your product page in the last 30 days but didn't purchase. These are high-intent people who showed interest but didn't complete the sale. Showing them a retargeting ad with a testimonial, discount, or urgency-based offer can be incredibly profitable. Similarly, if someone watched 50% or more of your video ad, you can retarget them with another video or direct product ad. Custom audiences are your safety net. No matter how much money you spend on cold traffic, a big chunk won't convert right away. But with retargeting, you get a second, third, or fourth chance to win them over. This is why custom audiences are often the highest ROI campaigns in any dropshipper's ad account. Once you've collected enough data from custom audiences, you can move to one of the most powerful tools Meta offers: lookalike audiences. A lookalike audience is when you tell Meta, here's a group of people who already like my product, now go find me more people who look like them. Meta then analyzes your source audience and finds millions of users with similar behaviors and characteristics. For instance, if you upload a list of 1,000 customers who purchased your yoga mat, Meta can create a lookalike audience of several million users who behave like those buyers. This is the fastest way to scale from hundreds of sales to thousands, because you're no longer guessing about interests. You're letting Meta replicate the traits of proven buyers. Lookalikes can be created at different percentages. A 1% lookalike is the closest match, while higher percentages expand reach but become less precise. The trick is to start with 1% lookalikes for accuracy. And once those perform well, test larger lookalikes to expand your reach. Another great feature in audience targeting is audience segments. Instead of throwing all your audiences into one campaign, break them into separate ad sets. This way, you can improve campaign relevance and conversion by delivering tailored messages to distinct customer groups instead of using a one-size-fits-all approach. It also helps in measuring which audience performs best. One ad set could be targeting yoga enthusiasts, another could be targeting working moms interested in wellness, and another could be a lookalike of past customers. By segmenting, you not only improve the whole ad performance, but you also give Meta cleaner data to optimize around. One of the biggest challenges advertisers face is ad fatigue. Even the best audience will eventually stop responding if they see the same ad over and over. To prevent this, you need a strategy for scaling. Scaling doesn't just mean increasing budget. It means expanding your reach without killing profitability. There are a few ways to do this. First, refresh your creatives regularly. Sometimes the problem isn't the audience, but the ad itself. A new hook or visual can revive performance. Second, expand audiences by testing new interest groups or higher percentage lookalikes. Third, broaden your geographic reach if your product can ship internationally. And finally, use campaign budget optimization to allow Meta to allocate budget dynamically between multiple audiences, ensuring your money flows to the most effective segments. Scaling is about balance. Move too fast and your performance tanks. Move too slow and you miss opportunities. The key is incremental testing, small, steady adjustments that compound into long-term growth. Targeting and audience building are where science meets art. You're using Meta's data and algorithmic power, but you're also applying human psychology, knowing who wants your product, why they want it, and how to reach them at the right moment. By combining core audiences, custom audiences, and lookalike audiences, while continuously testing and scaling, you create a system that not only drives sales today, but also keeps expanding tomorrow. Your ad creative might light the fire, but your targeting decides whether that fire spreads or fizzles out. Get this part right, and you'll never feel like you're throwing money blindly into the Meta machine. Instead, every dollar you spend will feel like it's being invested with precision, returning customers and growth you can measure. That's all for this video, and thanks for watching. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.